hate to admit it, but our kid is driving us crazy. We've tried almost every parenting technique and it works for a while, but sooner or later he's right back where he started with the same annoying behaviors. We've thought about selling him on eBay, but the truth is, we love him to death. Please help. What's the secret to truly changing behavior? Susan and Rick, frustrated parents of a beloved 8. That's a problem for a young mom. If it's your problem, follow these 10 principles. The 10 principles of change you need to know. Here are the 10 most important principles of change you need to know to help your child. 1. Most behaviors and attitudes can be learned. While some behaviors are admittedly influenced by biological factors, most are learned. Our children learn those behaviors, attitudes, and habits from what we teach them about the world and from their experiences. While there are some things we cannot change, we can teach new behaviors and habits. You're just giving your child more time to become a habit, and then it will be even harder to change. That's why the first step of every change in this guide is called early intervention. After all, what you're doing right now isn't working, right? An important change formula is change yourself so you can change your child. I will give you new responses at work, but you must commit to using them and changing your current interactions. That way, you will also be less likely to just react. Instead, you will respond more effectively. Your child is more likely to change if you respond. That first step can help you address the problem before it becomes a habit. Most can be changed using proven, research-based techniques, values, and skills so that our child can handle his or her world and cope with the genetic hand he or she has been dealt. Instead, focus your energy on one challenge at a time. That way, you can develop a much more specific behavior plan to eliminate the bad behavior. Being physically closer to your child increases the likelihood that he or she will comply. Often, the desired change is for the child to do the exact opposite of what he or she is doing. The behavioral term for this is positive reversal. Only when you identify the positive downside can you create a plan to turn things around. No behavior or attitude will change unless you teach a behavior skill or another habit to replace the current inappropriate behavior, skill, or routine. Without this step, it is likely that the child will return to using the old misbehavior and no change will take place. Use the Goldilocks question to help you identify the positive downside. What is my child using too much of? Then ask, what is my child doing too little or not enough? Science also shows that parents are more likely to point out negative behavior they don't want. The result, no change. So get your child to do the behavior you want. Just make sure your praise is specific and tells your child exactly what he or she did, right? Adding because or that will elevate your praise. I'm impressed that you did your homework on your own this time. Research also shows that kids don't need all those fancy, expensive rewards to change. They need recognition for their efforts. The goal is for your child to be able to confidently use the replacement in real life without your help. Psychologists call that principle reinforced practice, and it is a crucial step to change. Science shows that if the new replacement behavior is repeated enough times, it actually rewires a child's brain so that he or she is less likely to return to the previous problematic behavior. Give yourself and your child time to make that change happen. Learning new habits usually takes at least 21 days of repetition. A big mistake in parenting is not sticking to a behavior plan long enough. So whatever change you want to make, commit to your least 21 days. Above all, hear S, the most important rule to know. Research shows that it's never too late to change. Even if the problem has been going on for a long time, don't despair and never give up. Small, temporary changes in what you do can go a long way in changing your child's behavior at home and at school. Help is on the way. 33. So, there you have it. It's time to go back to the table of contents. Find the first challenge you want to tackle. Turn to that page and take the first step toward real change. That's all we need to remember and do right today. So, move closer to your child. Get down to eye level when you make a request. An impulsive child can learn skills and techniques to stop and think before acting. For example, a shy child can learn social skills to become more confident in groups. An aggressive child can learn anger management skills. Explain what you want clearly and directly. Then expect nothing less than full compliance. His behavior will most likely only get worse without your intervention. 2. Most behaviors are changeable. Because behaviors and attitudes are learned, they can be changed. 3. Most behaviors require intervention. Don't expect your child to change on his own. Also, don't think of bad behavior as just a phase that he'll outgrow. 4. Change agents must change their responses. You must be willing to use a more effective response to create the desired change. Stay calm, be calm, and composed in your tone and posture. Be respectful. Begin requests with please. When your child complies, say thank you. Get close. Be direct. Model. Your child is watching you. Model the behavior you want her to imitate. Be consistent. Use new feedback everywhere and everywhere. 5. Target one change at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself or your child by trying to change too many behaviors at once. 6. Identifying the desired change is essential. Most parents have no problem naming what they want to stop. But to achieve change, you also have to identify what behavior you want to replace. 7. Every unacceptable behavior requires a replacement. For every desired change, always think, if my child stopped doing a behavior, what would he do instead? 8. Children need to rehearse new behaviors. Learning any new behavior takes practice, and rehearsing or practicing a new skill, behavior, or attitude enough times is what makes real change possible. 9. You need to reinforce the right action. Don't expect your 30-minute lecture on Saturday night to do much to improve your child's behavior on Sunday. Research shows that giving kids the right kind of praise is one of the best ways to shape new behavior. 10. The 21-day rule change takes time. Subscribe and follow the channel so that together we can raise great children.